Hey everybody, it's Bambi, and I'm here again with another video. This time I'm talking about the game that the video I was trying to make beforehand, or the one I was going to make beforehand, which was about the Hivebusters DLC that came out for Gears of War 5 not too long ago, about a couple weeks ago. And I'll say this. I'll give my opinions right now on it. I'll let you know if I enjoy it or not. So far, right now, I would have to give it, if I had to rank it in some type of way, it's a okay experience. And I'm basing that genuinely off of experience of the older games as far as DLC is concerned, as far as other types of content that Gears or the Coalition or even Epic Games have given us. And since this is the Coalition's first time giving us DLC, campaign DLC, you know, I thought it would be a little bit better than what it actually was, but I understand what the current way our lives are, and you know, studios being the way they are right now. I'm not sure if the Coalition is one of those studios that can actually go to their actual companies and their buildings and get stuff done that way. I'm not sure, but if they aren't, then that's understandable. But if they are, then the quality of this is really not up to par. If I had to put it bluntly, this campaign was kind of disappointing in so many different ways, because you have not only something that people have been looking forward to. The Hivebusters DLC has been looked forward to for a while now, even after a bit ago when it was leaked. Well, not leaked, but shown off, like a little snippet of it shown off. And I feel as though that whatever was shown off then was not the same product that we got currently. And I could be wrong, but it just feels like this Hivebusters was mediocre at best. Now, I don't want to make excuses when I brought up earlier about the pandemic and all that stuff, and I don't want to make excuses for them saying that, oh, that's the reason why it's this or that. I don't want to do that, because then that just doesn't it doesn't really get my point across the way I want, because I am basing it off of outside sources on why something that they created is not good, or in my opinion, not that great. So I don't want to use that as an excuse. However, I just can't help but look at it from a standpoint of, look, man, this thing is it's okay. I'm not gonna spoil anything, because that would just, because I know it's out and it came out not too long ago, and I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, because that just defeats the purpose of it. I mean, I want you guys to experience it, and I want people to experience it, and I want people to give their own opinion on it and give their own idea of what they think about the campaign and all that stuff. I don't want to be the one to tell you what goes on and this, that, and the third. I'm gonna try my best. So I'm gonna try my best not to explain certain things, because I don't want to give off the spoiler vibes, but also I don't want to be known as a hypocrite, because I say one thing and I say that I don't want to spoil anything, then I actually spoil some stuff without really thinking about it. So yeah, anyways, Hivebusters was nothing to write home about. You know, when I think of DLC campaigns for Gears of War, the only one that really comes to my mind is Rom Shadow. That is the only one, other than Hivebusters, where it's a paid DLC of a secondary campaign for the Gears of War franchise. I don't count Aftermath from Gears Judgment, and I don't count the Lost campaign section from Gears 2. I don't count those, because those were, one of them was cut due to time constraints, and I'm assuming other, you know, factors into it. But also the other one was unlockable within the actual game itself, was unlockable within Judgment. So it's not something that you have to pay for to actually get to. You just gotta do certain things to get to it. And so I'm not going to base anything off of that too much. I'm gonna try not to, because you can't really compare. I mean, yeah, there are additional campaigns to something, to an already existing game. There are additional content to the campaign, and that is what it is. But I don't want to sit here and make it seem like that those two things are the same. It's the same as far as DLC campaigns are concerned. So when I'm gonna make a comparisons, I'm gonna try not to make a comparison to those games, but if it happens, it happens. I apologize. But anyways, the story is, you know, because originally you start off, you know, this isn't really a spoiler because this is in the trailer itself. You start off when you're in the helicopter and, you know, Mac is, you know, talking and giving just a story lesson, or, you know, just a speech, or I don't know. I see, it's hard. See, I haven't played it in a minute, but also I don't want to spoil it, so I'm assuming, yeah, he's just talking about like a little story that of his. And, you know, things start to go down. You know, when you have the what is it, the leeches or whatever, the flock, you have them creatures coming around, and they pretty much mess everything up. And now that's when the game really sets and starts, because you get thrown into this jungle, which is also something that is shown in the trailer. It's not a spoiler. That's something that actually happens within the trailer. You get thrown into the jungle. And so with that being said, you play a little bit of it, and I feel as though it was okay at the beginning, where the start of it was with the story, but then it kind of gradually got a little dull towards, like, after, because here's the thing, at a certain point you go through all of that, and once you go through all of that, you get sent back to the cog, wherever they are. And that's where you meet Hoffman, which again is not a spoiler. Hoffman, you see him in the trailer. You meet Hoffman there. And, you know, it was cool because Mac and Keegan have a really weird relationship in this game, like very weird. Lonnie seems to be the only one who is the, I guess, mediator of the two. But these two really don't get along at all. I'm gonna just say that now. They do not get along at all at the beginning, but then towards the middle to end, things start to change between the two. And so it's fine that way, but it felt like it was so rushed. Like, that's the problem. That's my biggest problem with this campaign. Everything feels rushed. You know, Mac is the smartass. He's the beard of the group. Then you have Keegan, who, if I had to pick a person for him to be similar to, it would be Min. I would say the by the books person, the one that always wants things to be done a certain way and always follow orders. It's more of Men. And then you have Lonnie, who I would quote at, well, not quote, but obviously it's Ty's cousin, but I would say that it's more in the lines of Dom, the one that's in the middle, in between everybody. And, you know, the thing is this. The whole back and forth that Keegan and Mac do have, like that whole back and forth, it's okay, but it's also kind of annoying because I understand Mac is supposed to be the dickhead of the group. I get that. I understand that he's supposed to be the one in the group that is talking the most smack and, you know, whatever, and not really following orders. He was a delivery driver before all of this, so I get it. He doesn't understand the cog. You know, the way that Keegan understands it and the way that Men understood it. Of course he doesn't. He was a damn driver. So he has none of that military background. So that's fine. You know, that's whatever. But it's just like, it just feels rushed, man. Like, they give their reasons on why they're all fighting for what they're fighting for. Matt gives his reason, and Keegan gives his. I think Lonnie gives hers. I don't remember. Like I said, I don't remember. I didn't really pay much attention to the story like that, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I was, but I wasn't, because it just, everything was just going by so damn fast. Like, you got Keegan and Mac hating each other, basically, at the beginning of it. And then you have them two just out of nowhere just are okay with one another. And that was really weird, because it felt like there was no progression between that. You know, you had Mac give a little speech on why he's fighting and what he's fighting for and this and this. And then right after that, Mac's whole character just like changes. It just changes out of nowhere. And, you know, I get he gave a reason and all that about why he's fighting, and I understand all that, but he just kind of lost stuff. Maybe I need to play through it one more time, and maybe I'm wrong, but he just felt like he lost everything after that. And that snarky attitude, that that person who's always saying some nonsense. Like, I felt like that was gone. Once that one point happened on why Max said he was doing what he was doing, that just all went away. And I don't get it, and I don't honestly really like it, because it felt like he was neutered a little bit. If I'm being completely honest, it felt like he got neutered because of that. And it was really dumb, in my opinion. Keegan really stayed the same the whole way through, and Lonnie, we learned more about, you know, her people and stuff like that. You know, I guess in terms also be Ty's people. And we see a different language, and we see different things. Like and here's one thing I will say about the different scenery. The game is gorgeous. Like the campaign is gorgeous. However, you only go through like a couple locations, if that. The starting area, you visit that twice in the same campaign, and that's really weird. And I understand Rom Shadow is the same way with certain aspects, because you play through it as Rom and you play through it as men's group, or Barrick. You play through it as both of their groups, and so you're going through the same spots that they both do, but things are different. You're fighting against the Cog when you're Rom, and you are affecting how things look there. You are the reason why things look as bad as it do. And then you play as Barrick's group, or Zeta. You play as them, and boom, everything is crazy, because you're the reason why everything is like that. And it was different. Yeah, it was some of the similar locations, but it just felt better, if that makes sense. It just felt better because you were looking at it from two different perspectives, not just one, which was Team Scorpio. And like I said, I don't know, man, things just felt like it was just going on and on and on and on. And I wish I could spoil some things, because I could explain it a lot better, but I can't, because I don't want to spoil it. I want people to experience it. And that's what makes this hard. But it makes it hard to talk about this. But I might do a spoiler version. I don't know. But it's just believe me when I say that this game felt rushed. This thing felt rushed. I understand, like I said, with the pandemic and all that. I get it. Maybe some things had to be cut, but it just felt rushed. Me personally, I'm not sure if it's worth the money. If you want to, go ahead and get it, by all means. But for me, it's a skip for me. But anyways, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I really didn't go too much into it, but I didn't want to spoil anything for anybody who actually enjoys it and wants to, actually try it out. But anyways, thank you for watching. I will be back with another video very soon. Take care of yourselves. I love you all. Be safe out there. Take it easy, everybody.